Good. Now let's talk about the MT Convention. I mentioned that the United Nations Convention on International Multimodal Transport of Goods, 1980, also called the MT Convention, was set up by the United Nations, okay, to do something. Let's try to. You see, every mode of transport has got its own conventions. You are going to learn road as a model, rail, sea, and then what? Air. So you learn different what? Conventions. And I say conventions are international agreements, okay, from the United Nations that countries can incorporate into their laws and use it. And if every country will do that, it means that the global trade will be harmonized. Because whether you are in Nigeria or Ghana or Togo, the same rules and regulations will apply. But it is yet to come to force. I don't know why. It was actually produced in 1980, and the aim was to standardize the terms upon which the more complex multimodal carriage is undertaken, and to introduce a uniform and mandatory level of liability applicable in all cases where goods are carried under an international multimodal transport contract. It means that if this convention is accepted, it will affect all the nations of the world. But most of the nations are not signing it as of now because maybe there are some clauses in there that are not favorable to them. I hope you understand that. They only need 10. However, this is yet to come into force since the 30 countries required to ratify, 30 maritime nations, okay, required to ratify is yet to be gotten. They need only 30 maritime nations. That means nations with strong shipping backgrounds to sign, but they are not getting it. They are still discussing it. How many years ago? Before a lot of you here were born, 1980, all right?
41 years.
That's about 41 years. Yes, it is still pending. Okay, it is not yet. And so, if it comes into force, it will make multimodal transport a bit more uniform, okay, globally. So that whether you are in Togo, Australia, New Zealand, United States, Canada, the rules will be the same. But for now, the rules are not what? The same. That's the meaning. Okay? Any other question? Now let's learn terminology of multimodal transport. What are some of the terms that we are going to say in multimodal transports? First of all, there is another definition for multimodal transport. You saw the simple one, and then we are seeing a little bit more technical and legal one. Now in the examination, when I ask you to define multimodal transport, it is your choice. If you take the simple one, and you take the difficult one, it's your own choice. I want to get a concise definition from you. If I were you, I would choose the easier one. Because if you choose the difficult one, it doesn't make sense to me. You lose the marks. I remember when I was in sixth form, there was a guy. We were doing maths. And this gentleman was from another school. And he came, and you know one thing about him? He always wants to go in for difficult questions. And he cannot do it. You see, they have given you 5 questions, choose anything. And this guy will go for all difficult questions. And you don't do it. So I asked him, what's wrong? Look at these 5 questions. Then you're going to tackle all these mechanics and all this and all that. Wow, these simple questions are here. That's what I like. If that's what you like, why don't you do that? So the thing is that when you go into examination, choose the best question. The best questions you can do. Okay? Don't try and please anybody. Because maybe if your definition does not make sense, I'll give you any marks. Go straight away and write a very simple definition for me and get your full marks. The next definition for multimodal transport is that it can be defined as using 2 or more different means of transport, and also through the use of intermediate handling organized by one carrier called an MTO under one contract with one freight document and one liability and one price. You see, this is more detailed, but can you write this in the definition? That you will not confuse yourself and confuse examiner. As for examiners, they have their own problems. You see, so you have to make things easier for yourself and for him, for her. A lot of people fail exam because they don't take their time to understand the question. Simple definition. I won't say go and use this. Write a definition for multimodal transport. So choose the one you want. There might be another one to come later. All right. Now let's go to intermodal transport. Okay. What is intermodal transport? It is the use of several means of transport while the goods remain in the same loading units. Example in a container. So we are saying that a transport system is said to be intermodal when the goods remain in the same what? Loading unit from the place of receipt to the final destination. I hope you understand that. If you change the loading unit, like you are going to bring in an aircraft, then it will cease to be an intermodal transport. But it's still what? Multimodal transport. I hope you are following. Because when you bring in an aircraft, the container will have to change. And if it changes, then it cannot be classified as an intermodal transport. I hope you are following. Yes, so take note. Intermodal transport is the use of several means of transport while the goods remain in the same loading units. So it means that from where the goods were given to you to the final destination, the same loading unit was used. Period. And that's what we call. So it means that intermodal transport is a special type of what? Multimodal transport. Okay? So in the relation, I can ask you. Multimodal transport is not equal to intermodal transport. Explain. Okay? Multimodal transport or intermodal transport. It's not the same as multimodal transport. Explain. So it's a simple question. So what are you going to tell me? They are not the same because with intermodal transport, the goods must be in the same unit, loading unit, from the beginning to the end of the what? Journey. But with multimodal transport, the loading unit can change. I hope you are with me. Yes. Now these are the questions examiners want. But this should. I hope you understand. If I just ask you simple, define multimodal transport, but I'm not asking you. But if I say intermodal transport is not the same as multimodal transport, explain. Everybody's answer will be different. Are you doing? Some will get it right, and some will mess up. So that is it. So we come to combined transports. This is intermodal transport, which is principally carried out by rail, inland waterways, or by sea, with the trips beginning and ending by road. So it means that when we come to combined transport, the goods must be in the same words, loading units, and it must start by road and end by road. That's the meaning. Are you with me? Somebody stretching his neck. What I'm saying is that combined transport is the intermodal transport. And you know intermodal transport is the goods must be in the same loading unit throughout the whole journey. But then this one, yes, the goods must be in the same loading unit throughout the whole journey, but the journey must begin with road. The intermediate can be any of the other modes. It can be air, it can be rail, it can be truck, but the end must also end with what? Begin with road and end with road, and the goods must be in the same loading unit, and then it can be combined. It can be considered as what? Combined transport. So these are the things you have to take notes, because they are not straightforward.
The example is the illustration.
Yes.
To Durban, then to
But no, here I use rail and I use road.
Okay.
So here began with road and here ended with rail. So that's what a combined transport.
This one will also come with road.
Pardon?
That means from Durban to Johannesburg, you should use road.
Road before it can be combined transport. And the container or the pallet can be the same. Are you with me? Are you following? Yes, please, that is how it works. So if you don't understand anything, ask your question. Yes, sir.
In that case,
Yes.
if the container arrive at the rail station,
At where?
at Johannesburg, at the rail station,
Yes.
and has been offloaded from the rail the truck for maybe 10 kilometers to reach
The final destination.
final destination, is it still right?
That is from Johannesburg to the final destination.
No, it actually reached Johannesburg by rail. But in Johannesburg from the rail station to the final
If Johannesburg is not the final destination,